Have I tried low-dose antibiotics as someone whose skin looked like this? No, and I'm going to tell you why. Before my skin looked like the photo I just showed you, I did doxycycline maybe in 2018 for 8 months. They told me it was low enough dose, I wouldn't have any side effects, right? And I think at the time, this isn't going to be TMI, but a little TMI. At the time, I think I was concerned with having yeast infections because I think I had maybe been on antibiotics prior and was getting recurrent yeast infections. So I brought that concern up to the dermatologist and was like, is this going to give me yeast infections being on it? Because obviously don't want that. And she goes, nope, low enough dose, you'll be fine. And I was on it for, I don't know, obviously 8 months. So the first couple months was fine. And then eventually it started happening again. And I started getting recurrent yeast infections. And that was the ultimate deciding factor why I had to come off them. Or why I personally decided to stop taking them, because I think she probably would have continued to refill it. But now that I realize, in hindsight, antibiotics are horrible for your gut and they wipe everything, both good and bad bacteria. I've been struggling with poor gut health since middle of 2020, and I am going to avoid antibiotics at all cost in the near future, unless it's like a life or death situation, because my gut health, every time I do a GI map, is so shot from whether it was the antibiotics, whether it was whatever it was, my diet that was lacking in fiber, and I don't know, the heavy drinking of alcohol I did in college, I don't know what it was. But my gut health is so shot, I am going to avoid antibiotics as best as possible, and I have no intention of taking them. But this is what my skin looks like now. I'm not taking antibiotics. I am using prescription cream. Very happy with how my skin looks. But I did the antibiotics, and let me say, I did antibiotics for perioral dermatitis, which the photo I had showed you in the very beginning was not perioral dermatitis. But yeah, I have no intention of going back on antibiotics.